again. Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. This battle's on the Paris map, and we've got Fury from Fiddy Clan in the ELC Even 90. Now, this video is going to be more of a guide to playing light tanks on this map. As you're probably aware, there's really one major area to play light tanks, which is to cover the area in the north where Fury is heading, and either play around the A5, A6 area or the center of the area, that sort of E5 place. Now that middle place a bit gives you visions down the middle, but it's a bit more dangerous. Now the Fury is making a push right up the A line to get to that A5, A6, and there's a bush just ahead of this mullock heap. Now he spotted a Lanson C heading to that A5 area, and there's already a BADATTANKING 12T there, so if he'd gone to that area, obviously he'd be contesting it, and would have two tanks following him there, one with an autoloader and one with a pretty punchy big alpha gun. That's the Lanson. So sort of luck of the draw is if you spotted them there, then there's a good chance that yeah, this area will be vacant. Now, one of the advantages of the ELC, of course, is its camo rating is pretty high. Fury's not running a camo net, so just using the camo skills and attributes of the vehicle. He's already picked up some assisted damage from the medium tanks that are and TDs that are playing on that hill in front of him. So they'll be lit as soon as they poke up, and he's just tagging them with the T button and calling for fire on them, just to make sure that the tanks that are supporting him at the back, so he's got an Astron Rex sort of Barasque as well as a Borsig in the corner, all capable of shooting at that location. And he's not firing himself, of course, so capable of spotting out all the tanks, including the ones in the middle, keeping them lit. So he's already picked up over 2,500 of assisted damage, and we're really just at the start of the match, only now in the 3rd minute of the game. So already getting some big hits there, nearly 4,000 damage there, and at least the Jag Tiger's been taken out, so that's one enemy vehicle down. Now that Lanson C is still up at the top there, in fact looking over, or actually looking the other way, so tempting to shoot at him, but now the Kunze-Panzer is on the move, and you either get the impression that he's circling around the back to try and come down this line, or just running away. It's a bit hard to tell at this point, but you want to keep an eye on that, and be able to bug out. One of the things you can do with your vehicle, of course, is turn it around so that your back is facing the enemy. It gives you the abilities to hold the W key and get out of there. But that Kunze-Panzer may not realise he's still lit. Now he's in this back position. It doesn't stop him from getting damaged. So there you go, he's taken a shot there, and looks like he's moving back to his original position, but he's already taken quite a few hits and still being lit. So this is just one of the advantages of that position that Fury's in. So again, helps to be a relatively small tank, but with good camo, sitting completely within the bush, although obviously there are some broken bushes in the game that allow you to be a little bit exposed, the most notable one being on the Ruinberg map in the centre of cap. But here he is. In fact, that BADATTANKING 12T would be able to spot him, of course, but again, by keeping his finger off the trigger button and not shooting, he's making sure that he won't be spotted. Alright, now he's making a move here. Now this again is something you can take advantage of if you know you're not going to be shot from the middle. So coming up here to the front of this hill, you're going to keep those tanks perma-spotted, as well as the where that Scorpion G is on the corner, lighting up those vehicles. And they'll know you're there, of course, because you're in proximity, and they'll spot you. But if they come around and try and shoot you from the sides or the wrap around the front, then again, they're obviously going to be exposed to the supporting fire that you've got. So again, you've got to make sure you've got supporting fire before you make this move, and they haven't moved away. So always check your mini map, and even ask in chat if that's, if they're still going to do that, and let them know what move you're going to make. So if you watch this Kunze wants to come around and do something about him. And in fact, if you look where his support is, it's only the Borsig now, so Fury having to use his gun for the first time, puts a shot in, gets a hit from the Kunze. He's still got enough hit points though, gets a second shot into Kunze, and Kunze is only on 38 hit points, that's down. The Indian Panzer puts a shot into him. So Fury runs away because he's still on reload, and the Borsig takes out the Indian Panzer, and then an AMX-30, which has come through the middle, takes out the Kunze as he comes across the top. So all paying off there for Fury. He's getting some assisted damage from the Borsig up there, and let's get another hit in himself. So he's definitely getting spotted this time, but this is basically the end of the game. The enemy is sort of collapsing, and he's basically played his part in helping win this part of the match. Borsig looks like he's given up, he's just sitting there. And he's gone, and there's only 2 vehicles left. There's this Skoda, so Fury ducks out of the way, and the Skoda gets taken out. This Fury is obviously on reload there, and it's just the Nudist there, and I don't think he'll be there before Fury gets back there, and no, he's gone. So that's the end of the game. Only 13 tanks in the game, of course, so on the ANZ server, but good result there, and hopefully you learned something from that. Just for completeness, here are Fury's results. He got the second class mastery badge there, nice amount of experience. So 1090 direct damage himself, that was mostly at the end, nearly 5k of spotting, and finished on top of experience for the whole team. Obviously you need that backup, and a bit of luck there in terms of the area that you select, but if you spot them on the way, you can turn around and run away and then pick somewhere else. But hopefully this gave you a view of how to play the map in a light tank, particularly as it's a bit of a corridor map for heavy tanks. And yeah, hope this guide helps and you get success on the map with these tips. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. There'll be more great content for you, and thanks for watching.